Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have a lot of money to work on. We can actually imprison this lady. It's only a 4% chance that we fail. We don't care about either of these wars. It's completely whatever. We can ransom her back and gain ourselves some 50 gold. Fantastic. And we are currently, of course, working on getting some of these upgrades done. These are all currently... Actually, this one is level 3. Okay. So we're working on our economy right now. Now, we did just switch over to these trebuchets, so some extra money is currently going into reinforcing these. We do want to enlarge all of these relatively soon, but I want to work on our economy before then. And I kind of want to just chill for the rest of this guy's life. Like, we're going to be having some problems when he dies. I have a pretty sneaking suspicion of that one. And, okay, that's invalidated. We don't care. I have a pretty sneaking suspicion that we're going to have some problems when this guy dies. And, our player heir here, she's going to have a hard time here. I don't want to be in another war when that happens, and this guy's old enough to die at any time. So I think we're just going to focus in on our economy for right now. And we are not really going to do too much for the rest of this guy's life. We already done our Great Kingdom War. We can't de jure cease that. Hypothetically, I'm not going to declare on this guy. But Holy War for Kingdom, our level of devotion isn't high enough. It would have to be Paragon of Virtue. We are nowhere near Paragon of Virtue. Okay, I don't think that's happening. I really, really don't. So we're probably not going to be able to do a kingdom level claim unless there was a secular kingdom claim that we could press, but no, there isn't. At least not on West Francia. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not surprised by that. Powerful vassals are expecting council positions, but they're not powerful enough to matter. So they don't get council positions. That's all there is to it. This castle is going to need to continue upgrading. We're missing 62 gold for an additional 0.2 gold per month. That's worth it. It's not even a question of how much ROI. Like, I actually don't care about how long it takes for these to ROI. What I really care about here is simply increasing our monthly earnings. The ROI is irrelevant. We can put in this queen as our marshal, and that is exactly what we're going to do. How's our control looking? Is that all maxed out? Yeah, that appears to be. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and upgrade this economic building. Hey, a new stewardship perk. Let's grab that sweet, sweet Airgeld. Wonderful. That'll boost up our income again. And we should be seeing that come up again, yeah, because these trebuchets are now fully maxed out. I mean, as fully as a level 1 retinue can be. So there's that. It's not amazingly maxed out, but it's fairly maxed out, I suppose. How are the rest of these upgrades going? Lekbarg is done. And Astia will be pretty soon, so we definitely need to get working on these. Accusations of witchcraft, 300 stewardship lifestyle experience, yes please. We'll happily take that. Okay, we'll spend some time with that guy. That was not cash ticking in there. I'm a little sad about that. And yeah, we could be focusing on getting Paragon of Virtue, but I want to chill for this guy's life, and then we'll see what happens with our heir. I mean, our vassals are going to continue to press our borders, at least against the less powerful guys out here, like, for example, Finland, or any of these guys up in here, these little guys. Our vassals will continue to grab those pieces of territory here and there. We're a little bit scared of the Byzantines right now, though, especially if they group up with West Francia, and especially if they decide to go while we are having a substantial amount of inner turmoil, which would be the correct play for them. So we just want to prevent that from happening. There's our concentric castle finishing up in Astia. That is fantastic. We're currently making a little bit over 40 gold per month. Not quite as high as it was previously. We don't have any armies raised, do we? No, we don't. Okay. Well, this is all looking completely fine. This war will eventually end, but we kind of don't want it to. And yeah, we definitely need to work on our men-at-arms, but that is something that I really want to have happen after we get our economy as maxed out as it can for our current tech level. Now, we are working on primogeniture, and plate armor is being exposed to an innovation. That's all well and good. But if we go back over here, Castle Bailey's is still missing. So we are missing out on the levy reinforcement rate, which is mediocre. But the high medieval era military buildings, that is actually important. We don't care about guilds, that's irrelevant. But hopefully plate armor will go back and get one of those once it finishes here in 9 years. Primogeniture is super important for us, though, to be able to make additional empires. Since our culture group is incapable of things like Tanistry, we can, however, upgrade to tilled fields in Lechbarg, and that is definitely something that I want to do. So these castles are still underway. Pokarwis will be for a while. Let's see, this is 11 months left. Yeah. So we should be able, I think, to grab wood pastures pretty soon. So that's good. We also may want to think about starting to work on grabbing a second duchy down here, which would, of course, be the Duchy of Masuria. That's definitely something I'm interested in doing. Who currently holds that? She is the Duchess of Livonia. But that is not Masuria. Who holds this title? This is de jure Duchy of Masuria. This is currently held by the court chaplain of East Francia. Interesting. He's not our direct vassal. Okay, so we would actually... We can't revoke it from this guy. So we would actually have to move that over from the King of East Francia. Now, it's possible that we might be able to do that. We'd retract the vassal, and this would be of this guy. This would be an act of tyranny. He would actually accept this. And we're going to do it. He's not going to be happy about it, but he's already maxed out, and I think he's... Okay. So we ended up losing 3 less than we could have. We were at 103 previously. So this guy is now our vassal, the Duke of Masuria. And he holds some titles that we would like to hold ourselves. Now, this duchy, I would like to develop into being an economic duchy. It's definitely going to take some time to do that. But we can start work on fabricating a claim on Chelmno. Did that actually go? No, it did not. Okay, on Chelmno. There we go. Because I want to grab this away from him. Now, this will be much easier to hold on to once we have primogeniture. So I'm not really in a huge rush to get this. But it will be very, very useful to get this on our side. This is currently a Grand Temple in this, which actually does give county holding taxes. The duchy building here is Crown Smithies, which we'd probably end up wanting to change. Army gold maintenance minus 2%? What does that max out at? 5%? We'd probably want to have this switch over to, say, tax offices. And this would mostly be held by barons under us. But it's definitely something that we want to work on to get our sweet, sweet income up. But for right now, that's kind of a long-term goal. We're not super fixated on that. Now, we are currently working on constructing in all of these castles. We would like to have enough gold in 3 months to upgrade these co-ops. And actually, I think we are going to be able to. But yeah, with these up here being all levy focused, that's all well and good. But we want this duchy to be more cash focused. To that end, we could start building holdings in this duchy as well. So we could start building city and temple holdings in each of these. Is there anywhere where there would be a second barony? No, there is not. All of these would actually only have one of each. So that's fine. And then we'd like hold the capital personally, and then these three would be held by counts under us probably. Of course, for that to happen, we would need to go up to +1 in our domain. But that's okay. Okay, that ended, which I'm not hugely happy about. We do lose the 10% gold increase. Our concentric castles have finished up over here, and that means that we are lacking 130 gold for these livestock pens. So we weren't going to get that bang on where we wanted it to be, but it's okay. That's completely fine, I guess. Yeah, there's factions against us. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to do anything hostile right now. I want to work on our personal power. Let's grab... We could grab likable. Or large levies. I'm going to go for large levies here, actually. Because I want to bump this up. Yeah, 38k, that's more like it. We want to be appearing to be more comparable to these guys. Especially with our allies. Because if we look here... Okay, our allies are not super strong. Do we no longer have an alliance with the Raj over here? We may not. Do they no longer exist? They may not. Okay. Or wait, was that these guys? I think that was these guys. Yeah, he's not currently our ally. Noted. Well, honey pastures have been built up over here. We should definitely get to work on constructing in Pokarwas. Second curtain wall would be worth 0.1 per month, whereas co-ops would be worth 0.1 per month. But this is, I think, cheaper, right? Actually, it's the same. Okay. Not ideal, but of course, keep in mind those are base numbers. Those are not max numbers. And we did finish up over here. Now, that is maxed out for our current tech level. So that's all well and good. And we are working on primogeniture. We're probably not going to get primogeniture before this guy dies. But maybe in the next life. Maybe. Our heir is already relatively old. She is 38. So that is slightly problematic, to be sure. But this investment will put us in a much, much better position. So that will be great. Our levies are regenerating. It's completely fine. And once we're done investing in these, if we don't have anything to invest in over here, I think our next priority is enlarging our men-at-arms, although that will cost us unraised monthly maintenance. So maybe our next priority after that is actually constructing the additional holdings over here. That'll make us a sizable amount of taxes, I think. Even considering that this is not held directly by our vassals. It'll be a bit of a pain to get these away from them, but that might not be the worst idea. Yeah, we can work on city and temple holdings over here. That'll be fine. Now everyone knows we need a new steward, and I want to put in whoever's best. That would actually be this guy. Excellent. He is, of course, still working on development up here. Our development is up to 48, with our cap currently being 55. Now, it is, let's see, Renaissance Thought. This is the one that brings the cap up to 90 development. Okay. Ooh, yes. We could grab new silver coins minted. That would give us development growth for 5 years in every county in the Empire. 36% chance of success there. Yeah, we're going to take that development growth. Thanks. Excellent. So this castle is currently maxed out. This castle is not. Actually, hang on. Rampart walls. Can you get upgraded? Yes. This castle is not maxed out. Noted. Some of these are maxed out. Those are all rank 4 and rank 6 econ. Oh, hang on. These are not maxed out at all. We have a lot of gold to spend. Okay, we died. We're going to continue as the Empress. And that does, of course, mean that we lost this. Let's see here. We're unpaused. We should not be unpaused right now. Let's see what we're working with the council. Oh my, okay. Our chancellor is going to be this guy. We absolutely want powerful vassals on the council right now. We're going to replace this court chaplain with this guy. He's 34 skill at learning. And then this steward can be... You are terrible at this job. Are you a better steward? Skill 7. Skill 8. They're all very mediocre. Okay, so steward, I guess it is going to be just hot garbage at the job. And this guy, we could actually put him in as the spy master. And that's all of our powerful vassals in, apparently, except for... Yeah, she's already on the council. So we could then put this guy in as our marshal to boost our levy size. Because we're going to need that. We have no lifestyle currently chosen. We're going to grab wealth focus, obviously. No player heir of our dynasty. What? This is a matrilineal marriage. Why are you not our player heir? Where are you? She's unlanded at our court. How's she not our player heir? I'm confused. Who is our player heir? I do not know who our player heir is. Maybe that has to recalculate? And yeah, this has to recalculate too. Let's let it tick forward a month tick here. Okay, tilt fields have been constructed over here. This still needs to tick. Are you now our player heir? Nope. Heir to Empire of the Prussian Empire. Yeah, she's our player heir. It's just not showing up as a player heir. Awkward. Our dynasty just unlocked early respect. Oh, do we? Hang on. This is high partition. Line of succession. Yeah, these are all of... Wait. She's not of our house. Ah. That's a problem. How did this happen? We're matrilineally married. And we were matrilineally married to him, too. Hang on a moment. This isn't supposed to be the case. He's her father, who was matrilineally married to us. She should be of our house. How did this happen? Like, no, seriously, how is she not part of our house? I'm very confused by this. Because we were matrilineally married to her father, who died. I don't know how he died. He was slain in battle. I'm very confused by this, then. If this was a matrilineal marriage, then all of these children should be of our house, like this guy is. This guy is of our house. His father is our current husband, who we are matrilineally married to. But we were also matrilineally married to this guy. So why is this different? Huh. I mean, we could try to kill our daughters. Oh, this is showing up as a regular marriage. But in here, it shows up as a matrilineal. Maybe this doesn't... This only changes with the current one? That's bizarre. This might only show the current marriage type. But this guy was apparently regularly married. I don't think we set that up. She was unlanded, though. Okay. Well... she's not of our house. So the question is, what can we do about this? Do we have to murder her? Possibly. We're on high partition. We could switch to ultimogeniture once we get primogeniture. The odds of us getting that before this character dies, though, I think are a little on the low side. 14 years. We're currently 39. That's spooky. We're not going to have any additional children, I don't think. This one is actually kind of a fluke that we had one at 39. But these guys were apparently not a matrilineal marriage. Okay. So, if that's the case, how can we get them out of here? If they were part of our house, then we would have the option to disown them. Like, for example, this guy. We're able to... actually, we're not the house head right now. We might become the house head in a little bit if we look at this. Oh, we are the house head. Noted. So we need to do something about this for sure. She's not matrilineally married. That's usually okay. We could imprison them. This would be an act of tyranny. But we're going to do it. Yes, we're going to have dangerous factions. That is pretty much a guarantee. Actually, none of these are currently a problem. I'm glad we weren't at war when this happened. Okay, so there's that one imprisoned. Only a 25% chance of imprisoning this one. If we fail to imprison her, she'll leave our court. That is something we do not want. We can send her a gift to increase opinion up to 96. Personality minus 50. Okay. Only a 41% chance of acceptance. We could try to get a hook. Okay, we're now the dynasty head of the Wilkes dynasty. That's great. Apparently we weren't before, but now we are. Whatever. So now that we're the dynasty head, if we were to ransom her, we could get a weak hook that way, but that's not useful. I would love to get her to renounce her claims. We could simply execute her. It would be 7 tyranny. We're actually sadistic, so this would cause us to lose stress. However, that would also cause... let's see, would this be tyranny? All close family members would lose 30 opinion of us. Okay. We're going to hold off on that. I'd like to move her to the dungeon, although we're not going to do that yet. We need to get this princess imprisoned. I suppose we could work on murdering her. That's a thing we could do. We could have our spy master set to support schemes. Something like this. Okay, our cousin gave birth. That's fine. We need to get these children under control. That's for sure. So, let's see. Which of these is Lempi? Okay, we do not want to ransom Lempi, for sure. We can ransom Gurkis, and that's okay. We can also ransom someone else. Galenis, and that is something we will do. Okay, so we'll get that going. We'll also get our court chaplain fabricating a claim on Sambia for us. We need to get that back under our control. We'll upgrade Lekbarg. And we're going to work on murdering our eldest daughter. You want to ransom back Lempi? No. That is not happening. 41% chance of imprisoning her currently. We're going to hold off on it and see how we go about our murder chance. We actually have a better chance of murdering her currently. Now, we could invite characters in. Our sister would actually accept if we bribe her. Okay, we're going to invite her in. Our guest here could be convinced as well. 56 gold. 75 gold. It's expensive. Okay. These guys are joining the scheme. We now have a 95% success chance and a 95% secrecy. That's pretty good. We'll accept this alliance. We do need a new steward. That's good. Our old one sucked. We'll put this guy in. Hopefully keep him a little happier. And no player heir of our dynasty. Yeah, we're working on that. We need this guy to be our heir. We're currently a little bit short on cash, but now we are back. That's great. I would like to continue to recruit at least one more person in here. Everyone refuses. Okay, that's fine. This independence faction is dangerous. Okay, he has no children. Ah, here's an option. Arrange marriage with our current son. This guy. A regular marriage. That'll get him out of that faction. And that'll buy us some time. The King of Bavaria getting out of there. Excellent. Okay, so we've got a 95% chance of success here. That's fantastic. We're going to hold off on executing her sister for a little bit. I want to allow our tyranny to come down. I'm wondering what our tyranny level currently is. 13. Coming down by 0.25 per month. Okay, so we'll hold off on that. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will finish murdering our children for our own personal gain. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.